Hey, Backpacking is Life family. Welcome to this video, which is going to talk about water purification and filtration, which is super important when you're in the backcountry. Nobody wants a bad case of Giardia or Cryptosporidium. That's a no good. It can ruin a trip in a hurry. So there's a couple of things that I like to do when I go backpacking in the backcountry. I used to carry big heavy stuff, and like the old Sweetwater Guardian. I still have an MSR pump purifier, but I really got away from pump purifying a few years ago and moved over to a couple of products that I really love. And depending on where you're going and what you're doing, and how much you want to spend, there might be a couple of options for you that I use that I love. So my go-to for many years was the SteriPen Adventurer. Now I'm gonna show this to you. It comes in this little handy pocket that you can strap to your belt if you want. I never have done that, but it is a neoprene sleeve which protects it because it does have some intricate parts that are glass inside of it. So this is my Adventurer. It's green. The great thing about this was I had one for about 2 years, and I wasn't even close to its lamp life, and it actually wore out a little bit because I don't know if I dropped it or what, but I reached out to the people at Katadyn, and they sent me a new one, which is fantastic. Great customer service, and they really stand by their product. So they sent me this one. I got it this year, the SteriPen, and you can see it has a little, it stays on there pretty solid. I don't have to come off. It has a little sensor on it that needs to go into the water, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute, but this will actually UV purify your water. So it kills all the bad yuckies in there you don't want in your water. So I also picked up another one this year from SteriPen. It's called the SteriPen Classic 3, and it's a little larger, as you can see. But one thing I like about this is it actually fits into a Powerade bottle. I started using, inexpensive water bottles sometimes, and when I can, I use this one to purify water in a Powerade bottle. It'll fit in that bigger opening, whereas the Adventurer will not. The drawback to this one is it's a little heavier because it actually takes 4 AA batteries, whereas the SteriPen Adventurer takes some fairly expensive CR123 batteries, which you can get at most battery stores, but they last a long time. They're quite a bit more money, but it's a lot less weight as well. So take a look at the SteriPen Classic if you're just going out for a quick hike or taking the family. Both of these have a similar function on them, where you have a button that starts them, and you can pick the amount of water you want to use, a ½ liter or a full liter. Push it twice for a full liter, and only once for a ½ liter. I don't know who would be purifying just a ½ liter of water, but whatever, it's there if you want to use it. So that also comes in its cool little neoprene carry pouch, which is fantastic. One of the other things I picked up this year, and I saw the recommendation from one of the channels that I follow, Darwin on the Trail, he's a great backpacker, was the Katadyn Be Free. This is I got the 3 liter because I drink a lot of water when I'm backpacking. I got the Katadyn B3. It comes in a 0.6 liter and a 1 liter as well, which are obviously much smaller. You can just carry on a side pocket if you want full, but I like to purify for the whole group when I go. One of the things that this does is just fill it up and you just squeeze it out. Now I pulled out the filter here so you can see it. This is just a paper filter that you force the water through. And the first time I used it, I thought, gosh, this is running really slow, because I didn't know that I should push the water through it, and it comes out great. And I took this on a few trips, no clog issues. If you want to clean it, you just have your container full of unpurified water, unfiltered water, and just shake it up, and it'll get all the stuff out of this extra filter here. So I wanted to show you. You're saying to yourself, what if I run into a stream where there's a lot of debris and issues like that? Well, the Adventurer, the first one I talked about, I'll show you in just a second, comes with a pre-filter you could screw onto the top of an Nalgene bottle or a Hydro Flask bottle or something like that, which actually pre-filters. So you pop that little bad boy out and submerge. It takes a little while to fill it up, but then you don't get all the floaties that you don't want in there. So I'm going to show you how this works. I have my Camp Saver branded glow-in-the-dark Nalgene bottle, which I really like because I'm getting old, and I always have water outside my tent at night when I get thirsty, because I do in the mountains sometimes. And I love having this glow-in-the-dark, and it'll stay mostly glowing until 2 or 3 in the morning. So anyway, let me show you how this SteriPen works. button right there on that side. You can probably see. When you push this button, it will light up green. There's a little light above it, and then you submerge it and it will come on inside. Let's see here. Oh, I think I put the batteries in backwards. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. It's I just put the batteries in backwards, and that's not very smart of me. So anyway, you push the button and it lights up green, and now I'm going to drop it into the bottle. You can maybe see it. There you go. You see the diode light up, and I will just stir that around, and it goes for about 2 minutes on a full liter charge. I just pushed it once, so that's going to be a half liter. So this wouldn't purify this 32-ounce bottle, which is almost a full liter in the backcountry. It's so much nicer than sitting there and pumping by a stream. You can grab your water at the creek or wherever you're getting it from the lake and just take it back to your camp and purify it at your leisure without having to worry about a hose that's dangling down into the muck and the gross stuff. So look at that, it went red, and there's a reason why, because I pulled that little diode out. It will automatically go off if you pull it out too soon, if you're not submerged all the way, because UV light's not super good for humans, and the water will protect you from that, but if you pull it out, then it goes off. So, and then you want to push that again. That's also an indicator if your batteries are dying, if it lights up red right away. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you are safe and have a great holiday season. These are great gifts for backpackers. If you have any questions, comment below. Merry Christmas.